So first one is the traffic noise. So we all know how much traffic is created in the road or due to the transport system existing in a country. In very populated cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, etc., you can see there is massive traffic jams on the road, which results in the continuous honing of the vehicles. As a result, it creates a lot of noise. So then heavy trucks, buses, trains, motorcycles, jeeps, other vehicles are all responsible for the increased traffic noise in traffic jam areas. Second one is the industrial and construction machinery noise, that is in industries and in the construction areas heavy machines will be working, which creates a lot of noise, um, like the equipments used. They can even in our example, even in our laboratories, in civil and mechanical laboratories, we have machines which creates heavy sound as well as vibrations on the place where they are resting. Likewise, in the industry and construction, also produces noises like the generators, drills, road rollers, and similar construction machineries makes a lot of noise, which creates or which results as a source of noise pollution. Third one is the public address system. The public address system means mainly most of the functions are announced or programs in a locality are announced through loudspeakers or through other speakers, which causes disturbance to the public. So whether it's a religious function, whether it's a birth, a marriage, or election, or any other commercial advertising, all these activities, when addressed to a public, creates pollution, noise pollution. Then comes the household. The household, everybody knows what are the noises created in house. First one is the noise from our TV, then sound system, then music system, then our what washing machine, AC, vacuum cleaners, mixies, domestic gadgets like pressure cookers, and all. These are all indoor noise pollution, which causes or arises the level of noise at the house level. Then entertainment equipments, definitely already told earlier, like a radio, music system, TV, will contribute to more noise pollution. Then comes the defensive exercises. The defensive exercise includes the launching of rockets, explosion, then tanks, military exercises, aeroplanes, shooting ranges, all comes under the defense exercises. The especially the aeroplanes, the landing and takeoff in a particular area, it causes a huge noise. Even though the noise is in the upper atmosphere, we are able to sense the noise in the ground level. So in a very crowded city like Delhi or Bombay or mm, Calcutta, The continuous movement of airplanes in a particular region can also cause noise pollution. Then comes fireworks. Fireworks are always a symbol for um, celebrations. Like fireworks, they cause a source of pollution. That is, uncontrolled fireworks in festivals, fairs, or crackers after victory in matches and elections also produce unbearable noise. Not only in the case of festivals, even nowadays marriage functions all use fireworks for a celebration purpose, so that can also cause noise pollution. Then the other reasons, like poor urban planning. So planning also can cause discomfort, like the sharing of houses and the proper urban planning. That is, the houses are constructed very close to close, so that from one house the noise can be transmitted to the other, and that can all cause disturbance for the occupants living in the places. Then other reasons for noise pollution include car alarms, emergency services sirens, then machine tools, equipments, electrical equipments, etc. That is inside and outside the house. This can also be the reason for the noise pollution. So next is about the effects of noise pollution on human beings. So first one, you can see these are the effects on human. One is noise induced annoyance, noise induced diseases, third one sleeplessness, fourth one communication interference, and fifth one is noise induced hearing loss. So before moving to the effects, we can see the decibel levels of common sounds. This can vary. The scale is just a rough one, almost in between ranges. These values can differ for different places. So 40 decibel is the humming of the refrigerator, 60 decibel is normal conversation, 85 decibel noise from heavy city traffic, 95 decibel motorcycles, and 105 rocket concert, 120 sirens, and 150 firecrackers and firearms. So it can these exposure levels can vary by distance from the source. So for humans, the normal range comes under 60 decibel to. So first one is the noise induced annoyance. Noise induced annoyance means what, somebody is annoying me. That means you are not liking it. Okay, so noise can be annoyed, or noise can be said to be causing discomfort to a person when he wants to stop the same and leave the noisy area at the earliest. So annoyance is felt about 75 to 85 decibels. That can cause annoyance. Annoyance, when the sound reaches at that level, it can cause annoyance. Then second one is the noise induced diseases. Noise can cause many diseases inside, like depending upon the situation of the person. Already if a person is having high blood pressure level, when the noise level is very high, it can cause a heart damage, or it can cause attacks and such things, etc. It also affects the physical and mental condition of an individual. So noise induced disease include anxiety, tension, nervousness, headaches, fatigue, then nausea, high pulse rate, gastric secretions, etc. So noise induced diseases are many, depending upon the physiological and psychological diseases in a human. Then comes sleeplessness. So noise can also cause sleep disturbances, including shorter sleep duration, more frequent awaking, then sleep disturbance. All can cause a big if when the noise is at a higher level. Then comes the communication interference. Communication interference, the noise can badly disturb a communication when a person is speaking on telephone or when individuals are talking to each other. That is, if one person is speaking, the other person must be able to listen to him. The even the noise in between come interferes, the person who is speaking must take more effort, and also the person who is listening also should take more effort in attending what the other person is speaking. So in between, any external sound can cause interference, like from the TV, radio, or any background noise effects from office, schools, or other places where communication is of vital importance. Then noise induced hearing loss, that is exposure of human ears to intense noise for a long duration may cause damage to the inner ear, thereby decreasing one's ability to hear. Then high levels of noise decrease the working efficiency drastically. Then sound levels of 90 decibel may interfere with the performance of a task. So can affect the eardrum, the tympanum of ear, and it can ultimately, when continuously exposed to uh, high range of noise, can cause great damage to the ear.